voice. KWTN 100.9 FM. Allen, Nebraska. The official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe.
$1975, we brought you an album with a song.
Gentlemen, and welcome to the REZ Ride. It is Thursday, and I'm your host, MC BKC, and what that means is the REZ Ride is here to pick you up. And I am joined live in the studio by... Oh, right one. Okay, let's go again. I know some of these are messed up. Do it again.
DJ Sharon T.
Okay, you're on 3. Okay.
MC Delight.
MC Delight is on 5.
DJ Besame.
Besame is down there. Somebody's hitting the table. Who's hitting the table? Quit hitting the table. So you can hear that. Oh, that's what happens when you hit the table.
I think I set my...
I know, right? So, all right, guys. So what do we have there? Or no, did I just turn that down? Yeah, I turned D down.
Sorry, yeah, that middle one.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think we're up and going. So how you guys feeling today?
Lovely.
Wonderful. Tired.
Tired?
Yes.
Why is that?
Oh, I got up early and couldn't go back to sleep. I hate that.
So you're supposed to say work, job, work, job, work. Work. So last time around, of course, we were down in Lincoln, Nebraska, meeting with the governor's representatives regarding some work-related issues. So we didn't get to have a live show. And on that day, we were supposed to do this year's version of our Prince show. And so because we didn't get to do it, and we're a little bit far away from it, we are going to dive deep into that playlist where we're going to feature, of course, everything Prince. But we're going to throw in some other songs, guys, so don't think that it's only Prince. So I hope you guys are ready for it. And I'm putting this out there right away because I do want you guys to start thinking about it.
Okay.
Today's top 5 topic of the day is going to be all things Prince. So anything, everything, his music, his life, his movies, his career, his whatever you want to call it. So top 5 it out and bring up 5 things related to the one and only Prince Rogers Nelson, because that's what we're going to do in the top 5 topics today. And then also the Love Line has a couple of them where you guys are just going to have to wait and see.
Oh no, let's do it.
I'm excited.
I know, right? But because of that, guys, and because we didn't get to do last time's show regarding Prince, there's some mixes and there's some other versions of songs that I have found since the last time we did this. And so I want to start out playing one of them for you guys.
Okay.
So from the Purple Rain soundtrack, of course, you know the song Computer Blue?
I know the basketball play Computer Blue.
Okay, but anyway, you're going to recognize this song. We're going to play quite a bit of it, but believe it or not, the song is 12 minutes long, so we're not going to get to play all of it, but we're going to go in pretty deep with it. But at the same time, let's get it started, guys. KWTN 100.9 FM. Turn it up, guys, and tell your friends Prince is on deck, because here we go. Computer Blue, the hallway speech version by the one and only Prince.
Wendy? Yes, Lisa. Is the water warm enough? Yes, Lisa. Shall we begin? Yes, Lisa.
Yes, Lisa.
They both have 4 letters, but they're entirely different words. Poor lonely computer. Poor lonely computer. Do you really know what love is?
Don't you hear it though, ladies and gentlemen? Don't you hear it? I mean, you guys here in the studio, do you hear his other influences? Because can you hear bat dance in this?
A little bit, yeah.
Yep. So of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is Computer Blue, the hallway speech version by the one and only Prince. And this is the REZ Ride coming to you live on KWTN 100.9 FM. This was a 12-minute song, guys. And so we're going to cut in over a little bit of it because we'd be sitting here for quite some time still going. And he even gives this monologue in the background. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
He's basically kind of going through parts of the movie, remember, where he was down in the basement. That's kind of where he lived. And then everything that happened down there, you know, in the movie, of course, it wasn't real, but it was semi-autobiographical. And then how he had all of these basic areas and issues related to the basement and the hallways and whatever. That's kind of what he's describing in this monologue here. Kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
Is he fairly known for like doing monologues a lot? I feel like I like always hear.
I wouldn't say specifically no, but you know, he would definitely use the spoken word and in songs and that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's kind of his thing. So, but of course, Computer Blue I thought was amazing, especially as part of the regular movie Purple Rain, because of course from Computer Blue he went into Darling Nikki. Remember when he was singing to Apollonia? Okay, so here on the REZ Ride, guys, we're going to be going all through our programming, and our top 5 topic of the day is top 5 all things Prince. So anything and everything related to the Purple Majesty, the one and only musical icon that left us way too soon, in honor of the show that we also didn't get to do last week, but we're going to throw in huge components of it. So number 5, are you ready to get into?
Let's go.
Yes? No?
Yes.
All right. Who wants to go first? Why does it sound like I'm in an echo? Testing. Is that a little bit better or am I blowing?
Maybe bring your gain down a little bit.
Okay. Test.
I don't hear you echoing.
You sound nice and clear.
Oh, okay. All right. It was just me then.
Might be headphones.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So who wants to go with number 5?
Go ahead.
I'll go. Okay, mine is you know, when he's singing, we always hear him singing like high or
The falsetto?
yeah.
Yep.
I like it when he takes his voice really deep. You know, there's a few songs where he takes it really low.
Oh, yeah?
Give us an example.
I'm trying to think.
Dig if
which
you
one is
will,
it?
The picture.
That one.
Yes.
I think he does a little bit about X's and O's.
Yes.
And the most beautiful girl in the world. He takes it way low.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That is definitely.
I'd have to hear it.
Well, yeah, you know, because he had a very good, and while also at the same time, his speaking voice.
Yeah.
You know, when he was basically,
yeah.
and he had, you know, a very, very deep baritone voice. So, okay, so the deep voice.
Yes.
Okay.
So you like his deep voice.
Yes.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
So I wanted to kind of point out, because I think I asked you about it when we did a Prince during our request show, but he's just like really versatile and like playing instruments and stuff.
Yes.
So I thought that was really awesome because I seen that he was professional with all instruments. All
Pretty much.
instruments that he ever played.
Yes, yeah. He was very good, of course, on the guitar. That was probably his main instrument, but he was definitely no slouch when it came to the piano. And then, like is posted on all of his albums, I believe, if not nearly all of them, he is actually performing the instruments on the albums.
Yes.
Isn't
That's
there
cool.
one song or an entire album they have where he did everything?
Well, most of them.
I thought.
Yeah, so there are a lot of different stuff. So you like the fact that he was basically the true musical genius.
Yes, like he just, everything he touched turned to gold.
Okay, cool. And of course, yeah, that was Computer Blue, and now this is 1,000 X's and O's, and we'll play this in the background, guys. This is one of his newer cuts, by the way.
This is definitely one of my favorites.
I like it too. Also, and you guys may not agree with me, but when I was on the elliptical, this had the perfect pace. Well, it's not too fast,
He
you know.
was going too slow then.
It's really not, no, because when you're doing when you're taking the steps and stuff, it's just right in there. But anyway, okay. 1,000 X's and O's. Sharon T.
And you
Right
were
Eye.
singing and you didn't even know it.
I know, right? The people around me are like without headphones. Are like,
They're all just looking at you like,
Had his Prince workout pants on.
no, well, I did have the Jerry curl. No, just kidding.
and the one hoop earring.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. All right. Who's next?
Okay, so mine was his style.
Okay.
I loved his style. No matter what he did, he always had that real dressed up look and just kind of over the top. And I loved the white ruffled shirts that he always wore because I had to have those.
Okay.
The cutout pants.
I loved the cutout pants. I had to have those.
Okay.
And then I always liked his shoes and his boots that he chose. He always chose something real that I would wear. You know what I mean? And I was wondering, you know, because he was a very small man, if he was wearing women's size clothes. Or if they were just like a boy size or whatever.
I don't think those were boy clothes.
I don't know this definitively, and I'm sure there is something about it simply because of how, you know, prolific and dynamic he was. His life was certainly no mystery. But I would be willing to bet he actually had clothes made for him.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, customized.
Yeah,
they had to be.
I'm
Yeah.
sure, you know, there's a series of tailors and seamstresses all throughout the Minneapolis area who,
Yeah.
I made pants for him.
But I think that my favorite part was his hair. Because his
Okay.
band also copied him in their own versions of it,
Right.
with the curl and then with his bangs pulled down and I don't know, it just suited him how he looked. And then later he still had the same cut, but it was straight, but it still looked really classy, and I really liked that.
Yeah, he definitely had his own look. That's a good one.
So I let that out on the on Garen's show on Tuesday, that back in, I think it was 1989, I had that that permanent, the curls like that, and then I had that where I wore that down. I don't know, I think I liked was it Lisa, one of his band members?
Yeah.
She had the short version of that.
Yes, Lisa.
But I remember I was really into, you know, Prince back then, and so I remember I bought some boots that I really liked, and I got the shirt, and, you know, and
Cool.
everything. And so anyway, but I never jumped in the Lake Minnetonka.
You need to.
I know, right? So it's a really good one. Right Eye, Red Horn. I'm trying to get away from Sharon T. But anyway, because she's renamed herself. She's the DJ formerly known as
Yes.
Sharon T.
Next time I'm just gonna be a sign.
Yes. Is that a circle?
Round.
Oh my God. Something like that. I don't know. So
What's yours?
Hold on. 1 second here. Yeah, the song's almost over, so I gotta transition it out. And so here we go, guys. So my number 5 is actually in relation to this and transitioning it out, and it's a good segue from yours, Sharon, because, Right Eye, my number 5 is his fashion in general, like what you were saying, but also his ability to spin off into all of the lookalikes that came after him. His ability to capture a look basically created kind of a trend and kind of a wave. And so we're listening to Sheila E., of course, you know, who was a protege of his on the drums, and of course she's singing the song. This is Love Bazaar by Sheila E., featuring Prince in the background. He has, he uses his deep voice here as well, but an entire movement of fashion was created after him. And so, Ready for the World, they were extreme Prince lookalikes, as well as there were so many others. So my number 5 is the fashion, of course, that he had. He always had an extremely, you knew it was him type look, and then he also spun off so many copycats. Okay, so here on the REZ RIDE, KWTN 100.9 FM, we're talking about part of our show in relation to the one, the only Prince, because we didn't get to do it last time around, and so I want to make sure that we do get it onto the record books. And of course, if you're able to join us, we are broadcasting live via our YouTube channel. Look for That Fire, though, THO, and you will see us broadcasting live, and you can join us here in the studio, or if not, you can always go to the Winnebago Tribe's website, click on the news tab, find the media player, and listen live from anywhere in the planet. And to those of you listening to us via KWTN 100.9 FM on terrestrial radio, welcome aboard. Awesome song. I just like that part. Okay, so we're going to get into a little bit of our usual. We talk about the other programming that happens here at KWTN 100.9 FM, the Big Voice Radio, broadcasting to you live out of Allen, Nebraska, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe. Don't forget about Midnight Love, which comes to you every night at 10 p.m. with the new shows debuting Fridays, also at 10 p.m. And coming up tomorrow, we are going to be debuting the new episode of Midnight Love, episode 45, DJ's Got Us Falling. And so myself, of course, who's always part of Midnight Love, and DJ Besame and DJ Guaranteed, those two have primarily come up with the playlist. And so we are going to go down the path of lovely musical righteousness with DJ Guaranteed and DJ Besame behind the wheel, so to speak. They've taken the aux cord, and the playlist is almost entirely theirs.
We're off-roading, guys.
Yes, and so if you're in the mood for some good music, and we do, and I'm glad to see the playlist already, because it's going to go in places you don't expect, but at the same time, it's some really good jams, and so I'm fired up to hear episode 45, DJ's Got Us Fallen. And we left off, what?
I was going to say surprise special guest as well.
Yes, indeed. Surprise. Yes, there will be as well with that. I almost forgot about that. I'm glad that you brought that up. And so we left off, DJ's Got Us Fallen in Love, which is a song, of course, by Usher. But we left that off because not all the songs are about love. So we're going to step away a little bit from the Prince soundtrack. This is Teddy Swim's new song, The Door. Let's give it a listen, guys. KWTN 100.9 FM.
I took a page out of your favorite book. You sold me lies just by the way you look. Taught me a language that I'll never speak. Baby, that ain't for me. That ain't for me. I dug my grave watching the way you move. You took me higher than I ever flew. Too many times gave you a second chance. Baby, I'm just a man. I'm just a man. No more thinking about you. when I showed you the door. I don't wanna lose you, baby, but I can't take this game no more. I thought it would kill me, but tonight I saved my life when I showed you the door.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Teddy Swims in his latest release. That song is called The Door. It almost made the new sensation Thursday, but I had a tough time, but I decided to go with a different one. What'd you guys think of that song?
I like his voice.
Did you like it?
It was real basic to me.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it's like, it's not a bad song, but it's like, there's nothing that pops out at me as
Really?
far as, yeah, it didn't.
I thought you would
I
like
need
it.
something to grab me and pull me into a song. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
You around.
Yep. Slap me up and push me down and
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, later on.
We're just ready for Love Line.
Yes, exactly. So around 2 a.m., you're going to see Ride Eye dancing to that song. Saying, "Oh, you're right, I do like it."
no, I think it would have to grow on me. I did listen to it a couple of times.
Okay.
Because I did hear it, and I was listening to some of his other songs because I know he's going to be in concert close. So
Okay.
I wanted to see if that would be something I would be willing to invest in and go check it out. I'm kind of like still iffy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like his voice though.
Yeah, he's good. Okay. So, of course, now this is Mountains in the extended mix from 1986, of course, off of the album Under a Cherry Moon. Remember that? Did you ever see that movie? The black and white one? I saw parts of it, and I have to say, it really wasn't great, so I didn't go all the way through. So.
Well, we'll check that out later and see if you end up liking it.
I know, right? He's sitting there trying to cry, whatever. So, anyway, so okay.
No, I never seen the movie.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
I just seen like little snippets of it here and there on like Facebook Reels.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. And it's not known for its excellence, you know. It
No,
was really
it's
more
not.
of the project. In black and white, he plays a character called Christopher. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Yeah,
I didn't even know that much.
yeah, no, there's a lot of other cameos from other famous people as well. And stuff, so a lot of stuff. Okay, so we were at, of course, Midnight Love, which comes to you every night at 10 p.m. with the new show, episode 45, debuting tomorrow night. And don't forget about All Requests Live, which we just came out of the replay from, hosted by our very own DJ Bethany. And she has some news to share.
Yes, we have a new song.
Yeah.
Top song of the week. So it was the previous winner, I believe it was like 3, 4, maybe even 5 weeks, but the Gap Band was holding it down.
Right.
Well, they got booted out of the picture, and Zapp and Roger,
Yep.
they're taking over.
Yep, so You Dropped a Bomb on Me got bombed out of the top spot by Zapp and Roger's Computer Love, right?
Yep.
So has that ever been on ARL?
It was on there before.
Oh, so a
Both
return-
of them were.
Oh, okay, so a returning favorite.
Yep.
Zapp and Roger. That's a good song, though, you know. And I
Yeah.
have noticed lately the voters have been kind of liking the slow jam.
Yeah.
So, because I don't think we've had a fast song as a winner. Well, You
Not
Dropped a
in a
Bomb on Me
minute.
is a
Well,
fast
yeah.
song, you know, so I guess.
I'm going to get you
Yeah,
hype
there's
a
one
little.
right there. Okay, so I'll request live every Thursday from 11 to 1. And don't forget, you can request songs, dedicate them. There's also the birthday celebrities. So if you have people that are having a birthday this week, then get a hold of DJ Bethany and she will get you on the air.
Yes.
And then next, of course, then we have a new episode of Baby Bison Beats. So MC Ash and
Lil Zane,
yes, they are going to be coming to you after the close of the REZ Ride tonight with a brand new episode. So look for them. They are always on Thursdays when they're able to get together and put a show. Because remember, guys, these are basically apprentices, students. So,
Yes.
you know, they do have a day job.
Yep.
Yeah, and so they have something else to do that is also important.
So I must be an apprentice. I have a day job.
I
But
say
you're
our
not
young
forced to be
grasshopper.
there by the stage. They are. So yeah, so look for Baby Bison Beats. And also don't forget about the Big Hour, which comes to you every Friday, every Wednesday, every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday, every Wednesday, every Monday. I like to say it that way because it's just a delirium as you're going down the path of musical righteousness. And it's where one of the DJs here at KWTN takes you wherever they want to go. And so next time around, are we doing our show tomorrow?
Yes, yes.
Yes, me and DJ Besame are going to do a all dedication, all request show. So get a hold of her at 402-922-3347 and request songs, because we're going to put them on the air tomorrow over the noon hour.
Well, while you guys are doing that, MC Delight and I are going to be going down the path of gaming.
Gaming
And numbers. Gaming righteousness.
Yes.
Well, that's what it's all about.
It is.
Yeah, so of course. So look for the...
But we try to listen. We try to listen in when we remember what time it is. Otherwise,
we
we're
start
doomed.
listening, and then next thing we know, it's over.
Yeah.
It's only an hour.
Sometimes we don't even know. if
You know,
we
because
touched
we
it.
work.
Yeah, work, job, work. Is that what you were saying?
Work.
Yeah. Oh, don't say that. No, that's one of those earworms. So the big hour every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Wednesday, Monday, Friday, Wednesday, Monday. I say it that way. And then also don't forget about Friday Night Hot Mix with DJ Blue. If you're in the mood to party on Friday nights, DJ
I'm
Blue,
in the mood.
Yes,
Let's
he
go.
is going to take you down that path, and you are going to basically jam for 3 hours straight.
Yep.
And then of course, always Bago Talks, which is hosted by DJ Guaranteed, and it is all things and everything Winnebago Tribe. This last time around, we were doing a live remote show from Winnebago's Casino as it celebrated its 32nd anniversary.
I thought that was cool.
Yes, it is.
You guys have to come do the 20th anniversary at the Iron Horse.
I said that when you guys were walking away, because
Yeah.
I was looking at the promotions and stuff, and when you were discussing some of like the history with Winnebagus and everything, there was stuff about Native Star, Iron Horse that was also mentioned. So I was looking at the website, and I seen that your guys' 20th anniversary is coming up.
We chose as our theme, we're going to do the Year of the Dragon, because that's what it is, and the 20th. So we have some fun things that we're going to be doing and giving away some money. And
yes.
sorry.
No, to be out there, and that's what it's about. So Iron Horse Casino will be celebrating its 20th anniversary on July 9th.
What a milestone.
That is
for
Yes.
the exact
It
date.
is,
So
it really is.
if we find out what day of the week it is and that kind of stuff, do you know right offhand?
It's going to be on July 20th this year.
Oh,
We're
the
going to do
event-
the
the event.
20th on the 20th.
Okay.
Actually, the anniversary date is July 9th.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Oh, I can't.
It'll be a Saturday. It'll be a Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
well,
But the 9th falls on what? Is why we decided
Yeah.
the 20th.
I suppose it's a Sunday.
It's
I
a
think
Tuesday.
It was Tuesday.
Yeah,
We're closed on
we're closed
Tuesday.
on Tuesdays.
Well, you have to
And
open
then
for
we
us.
thought, what about, the 20th on the 20th?
Oh, sure. Why
Oh
not?
yeah.
And then we wanted to miss the chicken days because we always bump heads with chicken days.
It's no fun to bump heads with chickens. So a lot of good stuff there. So of course, Bago Talks, like what we said, Winnebago celebrated its 32nd anniversary.
Yes, happy birthday to them.
Yes, and so 32 years of supporting everything that has happened with the Winnebago Tribe. A lot of people do not realize that without Winnebago's Casino, so many things would not even exist.
Definitely.
And so the people that work there, the people that have been working there, all of the few original employees that are still there and those that have returned, your work does not go unrecognized. So a lot of things happening here. So guys, we're gonna get into this next song. Of course, this was Mountains, the extended version mix. It's also almost 10 minutes long, so it's good for us in the background. We're gonna jump into another song because it celebrated its anniversary this past week. It was the 40th anniversary of the release of the cult classic movie from the early 1980s called Valley Girl, and this is one of the songs off of it. It's The Sparks, Eaten by the Monster of Love.
It ain't a pretty sight to see the way it leaves them. It chews them up
Valley Girl, 40 years. That was the Sparks from the early Los Angeles post-punk era. And so I like that song because I just like it. Eaten by the monster of love. Don't let it get me. Okay. I know you look thrilled by it. Okay. Not really? Okay. So coming up next, guys, of course, this is the Jets, who had a very heavy influence by Prince. And this is their song, Rocket to You, in the background. So, of course, we are talking about our top 5 topic of the day, which is all things Prince. But before we get too much further, we're going to go into our celebrity birthdays.
Okay.
People celebrating their birthday this week. There are quite a few, but not as many as usual. Of course, celebrating his birthday this week is the one and only Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Mm-hmm. Happy birthday to The Rock. It's also David Beckham's birthday. He is celebrating on the soccer field. I'm sure he isn't. And then also, happy birthday posthumously to the one and only, the godfather of soul, Mr. James Brown. And also, if you're not aware, Prince very specifically says he was influenced by the one and only James Brown. Also, happy birthday to actress Christine Baranski. She's in a lot of different movies, character actress, probably most famously recently from Mamma Mia. So she's one of the ladies that played it. Yeah. So then also happy birthday to country music star Eric Church. Do you know any music by him? Eric Church?
Probably.
Yeah, if you heard it. Yeah. I can't pick out a specific song. Also happy birthday to actress Jessica Alba. I haven't seen her in anything recently.
No, I haven't. But I did see her. It was her birthday. So.
Okay, yeah. Happy birthday, Jessica Alba. Also, happy birthday to one of the icons of late night television, Mr. Jay Leno. He no longer does the show, of course, because that's Jimmy Fallon, but he would be celebrating his birthday this week on the air. Also, happy birthday to rapper Too Short. Love Too Short. Mm-hmm. Okay, happy birthday to... They have so many different shows, but the twins, Drew and Jonathan Scott. You know, they do like the home remodeling and all that kind of stuff. Those two twins.
Oh, aren't they realtors?
Yes.
One's a realtor, one's a carpenter.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff together. So those two brothers, and then they do have another brother that appears every now and then.
Yeah.
So, okay, so happy birthday to them. Also, happy birthday to actress Uma Thurman, of course, from Kill Bill.
Move your big toe.
Yes, yes. Okay. Also, happy birthday to Willie Nelson of country music fame, as many other things. Comedian Jerry Seinfeld is celebrating his birthday this week, as is posthumously Leslie Jordan. Of course, so many iconic movie roles, but probably most famously known for the role of Beverly Leslie on Will and Grace. Well.
I never watched it.
Yeah, you'd know it when you see him. Also, what?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. This one?
Yep.
Oh,
yes, we have him on the screen. So.
I know him from American Horror Story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he was also on The Help, and I mean, so many movies. He was a character actor, and so he did a lot of different stuff. Also, and then he had a very big social media podcast presence during the pandemic period.
Yeah.
Because he would basically be describing how he was going nuts at home and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so then also happy birthday to rapper Master P. From probably turn of the century. I haven't heard anything from him lately. Also, happy birthday to actress Michelle Pfeiffer. The one and only Michelle Pfeiffer. Also, happy birthday to actress, Pfeiffer. Actress Gal Gadot. She, of course, played Wonder Woman, yes. And she was also in one of the Murder on the Nile.
Yes.
That movie, yep. From Agatha Christie. Also, happy birthday to rapper, artist Travis Scott, celebrating his birthday this week. He has some good music out, I gotta say that. Also, happy birthday to Kirsten Dunst. You probably remember her from the cheerleading movie, Bring It On. Yes. Torrance. Yes, all that and stuff. And brr, it's cold in here. Oh, I almost forgot to play the next song. Let's go. Yeah, we gotta put that background music in. Remember this?
It's
Okay.
been so long since we heard it.
I know, right? And so I was like, oh my gosh, the song was over, and then I wasn't even paying attention because I'm reading. Okay, then also happy birthday to Ferruccio Lamborghini. Of course, he is the founder and creator of the Lamborghini automobile. And then also happy birthday to NBA legend Isaiah Thomas. He's celebrating his birthday this week, as is country music legend Tim McGraw. Happy birthday to R&B songstress Victoria Monet. You'd know her voice if you heard it. Also, happy birthday to drag legend Katya Petrovna Zamolochikova. But your dad just calls me Katya. That's what she says all the time. So happy birthday.
Like, oh, that just rolled out real fast.
I know, yeah, so exactly. Also, happy birthday to R&B crooner Ray Parker Jr. Of course, he sang Ghostbusters and had a few other hits there. And then, of course, country music legend Randy Travis is celebrating his birthday this week. Happy birthday, Randy. And also to NSYNC star Lance Bass. He's celebrating his birthday this week. And of course, former supermodel, now married, or are they divorced? I don't even know. Kimora Lee Simmons. She's celebrating her birthday. Okay, guys, so let's get into it. How old is Tim McGraw?
Oh, I see this. This guy is 65.
65 says Delight.
62.
62 says Besame. Tim McGraw, Right Eye.
47.
47 says Sharon. And so he is actually 57. So the closest one is Besame by a few. Yeah, he's not quite that old.
I said 67.
Because she said 62.
Oh.
Yeah, so then how old are the twins, Drew and Jonathan Scott? I don't know which one is older. I don't.
They're 47.
47? Okay.
They are 45.
45.
They is 44.
44. Oh, wow. Price is Right type movie.
I know.
And they are actually, you guys went around it, they are 46.
Oh, but I didn't go over.
Right, so we had 44, 45, and 47, but they turned.
But they're going to be 47
next year. Yes, next year they sure will be. Okay, so we're going to jump back in time. In what year was Ferruccio Lamborghini born?
Oh, God.
Of course, he created the Lamborghini Automobile Company, and I will give you guys a hint. It's probably older than you think.
I'm going to say...
In what year was he born?
I'm going to say...
For sure.
Oh, him? I thought
Yes.
you meant the car.
Nope, Ferrucci Lamborghini.
When did the Lamborghini come out?
I have no idea.
I'm going to say 1886.
1886. Okay.
I'm going to say 1901.
1901. Okay. Delight.
1910.
1910. Okay. And Mr. Lamborghini was born in 1916. Yes. So, like I said, some people, because the Lamborghinis became very popular, of course, in the 80s, but they were in place for quite some time. Okay, guys, and then we're going to jump back into time again. The Godfather of Soul, James Brown.
92.
When was he born?
Oh.
He has passed on.
1892.
When was James Brown born? The Godfather of Soul.
Oh, come on now.
He was born in 1931.
31. That's the best way.
I'm going to say 38.
38.
1945.
45. A war baby? Actually, Mr. Brown was born in 1933. So you were close, Besame. You were close with that. And of course, so then the last one that we will do here is how old is the one, the only Willie Nelson?
92.
92?
91.
Okay,
Just 'cause I
91.
know he's 92.
93.
93. And actually, he is 91.
Oh.
Yes, so the one and only Willie Nelson, country music icon, songwriter extraordinaire, etc. So this is the REZ Ride coming to you live on KWTN 100.9 FM. We're still paying homage to the one and only Prince, so we're going to be putting out quite a few of these songs here. And did that door just shut?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to put out another one of his songs. This is Prince with I could never take the place of your man. Do you like this part of it? We're letting it simmer, we're letting it cook, guys. And we're live. Okay? We're live. What? No, we're just cruising along here. We're jamming, guys, because this is one of my favorite songs by him because he put this part. This is, of course, from Sign of the Times, guys. I could never take the place of your man, the 2024 remastered, 2020 remastered version, and I'm glad they did it because it needed to be lifted up. In the original version, it was, you know, remember back in the day, the songs were kind of quiet, so they brought it up, and I like it. Awesome song.
I like it.
I like the way it ends too, because we're getting close to that, guys. Almost there. Almost there. Bring it back. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, that was I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man by the one and only Prince, like we were saying, off of the Sign of the Times album. One of my favorite songs. Of course, that's why, arguably, I gotta say it, and I know some people are gonna get mad and say you're wrong, but I think, you know, Sign of the Times, in my opinion, is his best album.
I think mine's Controversy.
Could be. But I can't force you to be right.
Purple Rain.
Yeah. Well, they're all good, like I said.
Or-
It's just one of those things. So. Or Dirty Mind, 1999. 1999 is it's pretty awesome. I almost cussed. Seriously, I did. I almost did. Okay, guys. So of course, this is the REZ Ride coming to you live on KWTN 100.9 FM. Our top 5 topic of the day is all things Prince. So it's not necessarily one thing. It doesn't have to be a song. It can be song, music, movies, whatever his life was about. We did number 5. Are you ready for number 4?
Yeah, I want to go first.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I am going to jump on that 1999
Okay.
and growing up in the 80s and 90s. And then so everything was supposed to happen in 1999 and you know there was supposed to be like
the Y2K bug.
the Y2K bug, the world's gonna end and just the apocalypse and you know and everything, and then that day came December 31st, and we were gonna move into 1999
and
nothing happened. I think I got a little tipsy for a couple of days, but I was waiting for it to happen.
Okay. It could
Or
be.
maybe for 3 days.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
It's all good. Okay. So
But I mean,
1999.
yeah. And so I think he really made it like a date that you'll forever remember if you're young or old. You know, for the young ones, they probably, if you say 1999, they're probably like, what?
Yeah,
They say the late 1900s.
I
Oh yeah,
know,
they call
right?
us. We're from the 1900s.
I know, right? It's like crazy because I say it on purpose. I say turn of the century.
Yeah.
Because it was, but whatever. Okay, so 1999 as
Yes.
an album, as a vibe. Okay, good. Number 4. Who's next?
I'll go.
Okay.
I really like the shade he threw at other artists.
Yes, he did, and of course the one that comes right to mind immediately was Kim Kardashian at a concert. I don't know which city they were in,
Yes.
but she was there. Brought her up, and she was trying to basically dance around, but she didn't do anything, and it was get off the stage.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, yes,
Because wasn't he like dance?
I
and
know,
she just
and
kind
he
of
just
stood
kinda
there,
stood there
and like
and
kind
it's
of
like,
bounced
yeah,
a
it
little,
was
and he
like-
was like, "Get off!"
I remember that. I loved it.
That and then the other one where I think it's like a reel where he's like, "Yes, my microphone is on."
Yeah, I
do
just saw that
sing."
the other day. Yes, I do sing, and he's staring right at the camera.
I'm like, that can apply to so many artists.
Yes, exactly. Very much so. So good one. The Shade. Okay, that's me.
I read that he was a ballet dancer in high school.
Really?
Are you serious?
And then I also seen that he was actually really shy. And the guy
Yes.
that his
Yes, that part.
choreographer,
Yeah.
he it took him 2 months to finally like kind of look him in the eyes.
Wow. No, I did hear that quite often, that growing up he was extremely shy.
The shyness, but I never knew he did ballet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it explains like some of his moves, now that you can see it.
Yeah, it's definitely something there. So, okay. So my number 4, was that it?
Yeah.
Okay. So my number 4 is a little bit similar to Delight's. And what it is when he performed, and it went all over social media, especially right after his passing, his death, was the live version that he sang of Cream. Did you guys see it? He's sitting on like a stool and he has the guitar in hand and he's at a concert and it's no other instruments, no other players. He's just singing Cream. Remember that?
I didn't
You never
see
saw it?
I
Yeah.
didn't see that
Because he's
either.
like, Cream, get on time. Yeah. And he's singing it. And of course, like, the other people are.
Yeah, I wonder if that was at the same time when he did Sweet Thing by Mary J. Blige, because he's sitting on the stage with
Maybe.
just his guitar,
Yeah.
and then he says "ladies," and then he starts
Yeah.
playing the beginning of Sweet Thing.
Yeah.
So, and then he turns the mic out toward the audience, and then says "ladies," and then you could hear him sing. He says it's not loud enough.
Well, to that point, when he was singing Cream, because, there's parts in it where under the normal song, there's like background singers and the women are saying, and whatever. And he stops, lets the audience, and then he goes,
Oh, yeah. No, I did see that. Okay.
And he was like, because then they all laugh. And he has the entire audience in his hand, and I think that's probably the best part of it. Of course, he's the wonderful singer, the wonderful guitarist that he is, but the whole auditorium, the whole, stadium, wherever he was playing was in the palm of his hand. And he knew it, and it's like, but then, you guys remember this song? And then he said,
Yeah.
and then he started singing. So, very, very good one there. So
Those were good ones, you guys.
Yes, number 4
I'm just
was
enjoying this.
very good there. But of course, guys,
Oh. I gotta hear Delight sing this. It's been a while.
I can't even remember it.
Exciting and
sing it, sing it.
come aboard.
What are we doing, Right-Eyed?
Right.
We're expecting you.
Oh my god. I want to say something else, but I'm not.
Life's sweetest reward.
Text it
Let
to
it
me.
flow.
I want to
What
hear
does
it.
it do, Sharon?
It floats back to you.
Yes,
Like
ladies
your
and
guys'
gentlemen.
toilets today.
Hey!
That's not funny. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, of course, this is the Love Boat theme. The one and only Mr. Jack Jones singing the theme from the iconic musical television show where people call, text, write, scream, holler, leave messages on that flooded bathroom wall, pass notes, DM, or just come straight up to you while you're doing something else and interrupt. Because that's what happened this time around, guys. Seeking some of the best, worst advice this side of Hatchet Hill. So we'll let yeah, no one sing it. Welcome aboard, it's love. Okay, we're gonna get into it here. We'll get the background songs going, get the other songs set up. Okay, so the first one that we have, like I said at the beginning of the show, a few of them you guys are gonna have to definitely dig in deep, and don't be afraid to go there because they were edited down. The first one is Hinu Knows Better, and she said to say it with a broken accent.
I suppose.
Yeah, she did. She said, Hino knows better. She said to say it like that. And I was like, because this is the one that came up to me while I was talking to someone else. Anyway, and so Hino knows better. And what she said was, I started a thing, and as you know, as you can see, I am not 20. He's cute, he's fun, but he's kinda, and then she stopped, looked around. He's kind of not smart.
Oh, I thought you said he's kind of ugly.
No. Sometimes that bothers me. I need you guys' advice. So basically, he knows better. She's with a guy that she thinks is fun, that she thinks is cute, but apparently he's missing a few bolts upstairs. And
Not
so,
the brightest
yes.
crayon in the crayon.
Cran in the box, yes. So Your advice for Hino knows better. She said she wanted the broken accent.
Hey, no.
Hino. So give advice to Hino. She's looking for advice here. So what do you want to tell her?
She said her own advice.
What? Which is what?
She knows better.
So dump him?
I mean, if you're having fun.
Well, she said she's fun. Or he's fun. She said he's cute. They have a good time. But,
Keep it at that.
but there's not much going on upstairs, I guess.
I gotta be nice. I'm just gonna.
No, don't be nice. We've been nice all too long. So go there. Come on now. Time's wasted.
I'm just thinking that I wouldn't worry about what's upstairs. I'd worry about what's in the other direction.
In a different section of
In a
the
diff-
house.
Did your basement flood? Is that what you're saying? Come on, give her some advice.
You start subtly leaving books around.
They're doing free classes at Little Priest.
Oh my
Sign them up for classes.
Well, that is definitely some good advice.
You know,
Okay.
there was an episode of Friends. They wanted to make, was it Friends? Joey's vocabulary
Okay.
broader, so they gave him the word of the day on some toilet paper.
Oy. Oh my gosh.
She could get him some toilet paper with words on it and the definition.
You're there reading anyway? Okay, so any other advice for Hino knows better? Real broken. You gotta say it broken though.
I can't.
Come on, give us your best broken accent. Say Hino. Just say it.
Cut.
Sharon did earlier.
Whoa.
Oh, got key?
Did I?
Okay, so anyway, all right. Hino knows better is looking for that advice. He's fun. He's cute. Nothing much going on upstairs though. So, or not enough, I should say. Should she dump him or just overlook it, or what do you think?
Go for the toilet paper.
Okay. Enroll him in classes?
Yes.
Start buying him books.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get
Wow.
him
The book of the
ABC
month.
Mouse.
Put some money on his books.
Get him a leapfrog or whatever.
Introduce him to Coco Melon.
Miss Rachel.
The magic school bus.
Oh my gosh, that's so terrible.
He might like it.
Yeah, it could be a
Might
new,
learn some.
Yeah, a new thing for you, girl. It could be a new thing. It's like, I guess my advice would, my advice would be is, education is never a waste.
It is not.
Yes, so don't be afraid to become that teacher that you need to be in whatever way that you're looking for. Okay, so that's enough for her. So the next one that we have then is Hina Husker.
No more for Hino.
Yes, and what she writes is, girl, he's out with it. He is a Go Big Red fan, but, and it was underscored bold, carried away. I don't know what to do because it's overwhelming. Help me. I need your advice. So basically,
He needs to dump her right away. He needs to run and just get as far away as he can, because you can never be too much of a Husker fan. Ever. Ever.
I second that.
Okay.
Tip that mic over. No.
So basically, he needs to dump her.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's not the first time that that's happened here, you know, where the panel just, I guess, sided on the person who they were talking about. So, any other advice? Or do you agree?
Well, if she wants to be with him, she better become a fan.
A Husker fan.
A
Go Big
Husker
Red.
fan.
Go Big Red. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm in agreement today.
Okay. Delight?
I second what Sharon T said.
Yeah, because you actually went to a game recently,
I
right?
went to the spring game.
Yeah,
and
she
it was
did,
the
yeah.
best, and it's so much fun to be around all those other Husker fans.
In the sea of red.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was just the best feeling ever.
I still wish we could have went to the volleyball night.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
know.
gosh, that would have been so awesome. Because it would instead
They
of
might
it,
have a volleyball night again.
I haven't heard, and
You
it's
gotta
already
break
getting,
that record.
it's getting late in the year. We'll have to see. Okay.
I think they had already announced it by this time.
Yeah.
Oh, did
last
they?
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had to get everything set up, and you know, a lot of people didn't realize the logistical problems that the field created, because it is not level, it is not even in order, you know, for the rainwater and all that kind of stuff. So it had to be engineered, and it cost, you know, quite a bit of money. But the university's got cash; they overcharge the student. No, just kidding. So anyway, all right. So the next one we have is, do you know the Mushroom Man? And what she writes is, very simply, my man found them, I cooked them, he ate 90% of them. I'm PO'd, but I need your advice. Should I actually be mad, or is that the way it is? So he went out, hunted them, found them, but she cooked them, and then he ate 90% of them.
Well, the good news is it's been very rainy, so there's probably plenty more out there. So
True.
send them back out there to go get more.
She didn't have to do any of the hard work, so I don't know why she's crying around.
The cooking isn't hard.
No.
Finding them. Finding them.
Finding them is the hard work.
The hunting is the hard
Yes.
part. Okay.
Yes,
Any-
cooking them is easy.
Go get your own.
Yeah,
Yes, there's several people selling them, of course, or whatever.
yeah, that's what she was saying. She said that Dave was selling some the other day.
A lot of people are out there, and that's the point. So the mushrooms are out there, and we had some. Sharon was able to secure some, and they were really good. The size of them, as well as, I guess, the what did I say? The fleshiness of
Yes.
them. They weren't these piddly little, like how in previous years they were just kind of like, but no, these ones were good.
Yes, they definitely were.
And then she tried a different technique with the cooking
Yes,
part, and it
I
turned
did.
out really well. So, okay, so that has been our. Any other advice for the Mushroom Man?
You should be glad you got some, because I know that people are still wanting to
Yeah, some
have
people haven't even
and-
had any
Yeah.
yet.
I hear there's mushroom drama
Is there?
with
Really?
people coming from
Oh,
other
yeah.
places onto the res to take them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get off my land.
Pretty much.
Might have to start having them get a permit to come on.
True, because they are worth money.
Yes,
They're-
they make a lot of money
Yes,
off of them.
yes.
They do.
They are a delicacy all throughout the nation, if not the world. And so, and of course, because they only grow one time a year, and once they're gone, they're gone until the next year, and hopefully it rains and that type of thing. But all that. kind
Yeah,
of
they're
stuff.
making between $30 and $40 a pound.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, I seen somebody post they found 700 pounds,
Holy cow!
and I thought 700. It's got to be less than that. But then I seen the back of their truck, and
Yeah.
they had like a pickup truck, and it was just
Filled.
loaded. Yeah.
Yeah, I was following some of those pages because they call them basically they're morel hunters, but they were from Missouri, Arkansas. I think there's one in Kansas, and of course, you know, it gets warmer down there sooner, so they were finding them earlier. But they had those pictures, and then just absolutely huge amounts of. I wonder if you could even measure those in bushels. I don't even know, you know, and that kind of thing.
I don't know.
Last night my mom was cleaning some mushrooms. Will found like a whole bunch.
Wow.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I
Good.
still want to see. I like to see the picture every year of the biggest.
Yeah.
Oh, I
just
know.
the gargantuan
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
I seen one picture, and it might have been from last year, or the previous year, but they were just like, I would say, the size of maybe like a size 9 or 8 women's shoe. They were big.
And hopefully whoever was cooking it didn't make it taste that way.
I wonder
Is this
if
a crock?
the bigger they get, I wonder if they still have the same taste. Because I know some of the smaller ones, they taste
Like sour?
I don't know what it is. They just have a little bit of a different taste to them.
Some kind of weird tinge, tang.
Yeah.
you know.
Somebody needs to do a study on the mushrooms.
Well,
and
the one thing that I was going to ask
publish
that
it.
question, is it true about the water and the spores? So, like, if you wash them, you're not supposed, they say don't pour the water down the drain, go pour it outside, because then that's basically kind of the quote-unquote seed, even though, it's fungus, so it's a spore.
I
Is
don't
that true?
know.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. I always just put them in water, and I probably kill the spore with. I
And then
put it in
drink
salt
the
water.
Just kidding.
I'm gonna start selling the water.
Oh my gosh. Is it like the hot dog water, you and Bill D?
My Dago Bill's favorite. Nah, I'm just
I know.
kidding, Dago. Don't beat me up.
Yeah, so, okay, that has been the Love Line here on KWTN 100.9 FM. Of course, he knows better. Don't be afraid of education.
Yes.
And then also, Hannah Husker, if he's listening, you need to dump her.
To dump her.
Okay, and then the Mushroom Man, girl, go get some more.
All these Husker fans be dumping their.
I know, right? Yes, end your relationship over Nebraska football.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so we're going to get into a song that I liked because I played it on a previous The Big Hour. This is a group called Imagination in the Dim Zach edit of a song called So Good, So Right. Turn it up, KWTN. This is the vibe. This is the groove. I love it. Let's jam. so right. So good, so right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is a group called Imagination. So good, so right. This is the Dim Zach edit, D-I-M. If you have the availability, Dim Zach does a ton of different remixes on YouTube. He has his own channel. Check it out because it's not just this type of vibe. He does, it's so many other songs, but he puts them into the vibe, into the groove, kind of gives them the Dim Zach treatment, if you will. And I think you're gonna like it because they're all very vibe, groove, even dance-ish and that kind of stuff. And so I like this one too because I think it just fits right into it. So KWTN 100.9 FM, this is the REZ Ride. I'm your host, MC BKC. And our topic of the day, we just got done with Loveline, is we're talking about all things Prince. And so the guest DJs here have given you number 5, number 4, and are you ready for number 3? Yes?
Sure. Yes.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
His basketball skills.
With game blouses?
Yes. So while I think a lot of people just kind of discovered, I feel like a lot of people discovered that after Charlie Murphy was talking about it on the Chappelle show.
Yes.
But then they actually realized that he could actually play and those stories weren't fake. They were real stories where he'd take people back to his house and they'd play basketball.
I know. It's like, can you imagine playing basketball at Paisley Park?
No. That would be amazing though.
I know, right? So it's just kind of one of those crazy things there. So, of course, yeah. So his basketball skills. Charlie Murphy. I can still hear that anyway. Okay. Number 3.
I'll go next. So the highway in his home state, Minnesota.
Okay.
Prince Rogers Nelson Memorial Highway. I just wanted to make mention of that.
It's all things Prince. Yeah. It's like, I'm not sure where that is. I've heard of it. Do you know the route? Do you? No? We got to look that up real quick. But anyway, so Prince Rogers Nelson Highway.
I want to go there this weekend.
Yes, we will. We're going to leave right after this. We'll take the rest right
one
there.
of those tributes is the Prince Roger Nelson Memorial Highway in his home state of Minnesota, dedicated a stretch of the Minnesota State Highway 5.
Okay. Very nice.
Is there a map?
There probably is somewhere. But he had, of course, I'm not surprised by that at all because, of course, I remember when he passed, both of the senators, and so that was Klobuchar, and I think it was Al Franken at the time. I can't remember for sure.
Is it Walls or the
at
governor?
The time. And the governor, of course, but they were very much putting out, statements, and the government was not ashamed to say that they were fans of Prince.
Gotcha,
It's
guys.
right along.
Oh, does it go through Chanhassen? Yeah, okay.
Well, right along where Paisley Park is.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Makes sense. Okay.
And right before that exit, there's a really big Goodwill.
Is there?
Say less.
So we are going to be broadcasting live.
We're going to do a live remote show.
When he passed, we stayed in a hotel down the road from Paisley.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, one of those things. So,
Yeah.
okay, so the highway.
Then we
very,
had
very
coffee
good.
and donuts for him. No, I'm just kidding.
That's some
Yes, very much. You put him out at Paisley Park. Okay. Probably didn't even eat donuts. He probably didn't. So, okay.
No. Okay, so I was sitting here trying to think of, when I think of him or, and I really couldn't think of anything other than like TV or, and so I had to go back, and the only thing that came to mind was his performance at the Super Bowl.
Very, very good. No,
And I mean, it just made you cry. I mean, every time I watch it, I cry. And even the first time I seen it, it was very emotional for me to watch. And just that he was a true artist, and and that's what he exudes.
And exudes.
Exudes.
Yeah, exhume is when you dig up the body. But to that point,
he digs bodies up too.
No, I'd say, wasn't he cremated? I don't remember.
Wasn't he?
No, he was actually not because of his, what was
Oh,
he?
his religion?
Yeah.
Was he Jehovah's Witness
Yeah.
or Seventh-day Adventist? One of those, and they had a very specific prohibition
Like
against
that,
it.
isn't he in a tomb or something?
Yeah,
Like that?
Yeah.
somewhere. So, yeah. In Lake Minnetonka? No.
At the boat dock.
Oh my gosh. So, okay. So those are good ones. Good ones. So my number 3 is going to be the lead-in, because if you don't know it, and I've said it on many other shows, the estate, of course, is in possession of all of his unreleased music. And I guess there are just volumes and volumes and volumes, because he would basically just get in the studio and start recording. And so throughout his career, of course, he had number 1 hits, number 1 albums, all that kind of stuff, what everybody knows. But prior to releasing songs, etc., he would play them, for various individuals, producers, record execs, etc., and also even other artists, because, he wrote many songs for other people. But they released a album called Piano and a Microphone. And because there are so many of his prolific songs broken down to where Prince is playing the keys on the piano and there's a microphone and that's all it is, that album is just pure amazing. If you want to hear his musical talent, because it's in its rawest form, it's not him trying to perform, it's more of him trying to display a song on purpose. And so I definitely say go pick up Piano and a Microphone where you get it. And so my number 3 is the song that we're going to go into next. It is 17 Days in the broke down version, Piano and a Microphone.
That might echo.
Turn it up, guys.
Give me the straighter one. You turn the lights down so many. Good God.
You yesterday, you not to your phone. Major, knowing that you probably weren't alone.
Turn the voice down a little.
Wanna call you every day, beg you to be near me. I know your head is underwater. I thought that you could hear me. Come down, the rain come down, let the rain come down, down. Let the rain come down, the rain come down, let the rain come down, down. Hey. Been gone 17 days, 17 long nights. Major is knowing that you're holding someone else tight. I wanna call you every day, beg you to be near me. I know your head is underwater, I thought that you could hear me. Let the rain come down, rain come down, the rain come down, down. Hey, rain. baby, now. All my 17 days. Been gone 17 days, 17 long nights. Oh, it's a drag, babe. I know, holding on tight. I wanna call you every day, beg you to be near me. I know it's underwater, down that you can hear me. Let the rain come down, come on down. Let the rain come down, down. Oh, 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 oh. Come on down, yeah. Come on down, yeah, baby, no. Yeah. Yeah, ooh, come on now, yeah,
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, that is 17 Days from Piano and a Microphone, the one and only Prince. On the keys, him and a microphone. What'd you guys think?
Such a beautiful
I
song.
loved it.
Hearing his voice, just his voice?
Yeah. I think it's like that real intimate moment type thing where you can just kind of listen to his thoughts.
Yeah, definitely one of those things. So that was a good song. I liked it. And like I said, when it came out and the whole album, other hits that he had, he's broken down in similar ways. So go pick it up, guys. So you know what this is. And what that means, ladies and gentlemen, is that time in the show where we debut brand new music. And so we always try to throw out a few different vibes. Like I said, I was going to pick the Teddy Swim song because I did think it's a good gem and I think it's something that would definitely have fit into that, but I wanted to go with this different song instead. And so usually in the background when we're listening this way, Coil Ray, of course, rapped over one of the classic rap jams, and from her song Players, that's what we listened to. But she came out recently with another song, and that's what we're going to feature on today's new sensation. So give it a listen, guys. This is Coil Ray with her song Can't Come Back. KWTN 100.9 FM, new sensation. Here we go.
bad boys. Pick the right choice, baby, I'm not average. If I like what I see, then I can have it. I like nice boys, cause I know I'm a bad. Kicked him to the curve, he can't come back. He can't come back. Kicked him to the curve, he can't come back. Damn, where he go? Kicked him to the curve, he can't come back. Kicked him to the curve, he can't come back. I just want you to lower your tone. Yeah. Tell me please and thank you and open up my door. Show me that you want me. Baby, show me yo. Show me this is timeless. Yeah, you just wanna waste time. Only wanna call on a late night. Don't match my vibe. Can't really tell if you're mine. Hating when you switch sides. Supposed to be down 365. Yeah. It's better if we cut ties. I'm the type of you can't find. Kicked him to the curve, he can't come back. He can't come back. Kicked him to the curve, he can't come back. Damn, where he go? Kicked him to the curve, he can't come back.
It's not a very long song, guys, so of course that is Coil Ray with Can't Come Back. New Sensation Thursdays. What'd you guys think?
I like her whispering over it.
A little bit of that? Yeah. What'd you guys
There was a little too much whisper.
Oh, too much whisper?
Yeah.
Right eye?
Not my cup of tea.
Not your cup of tea. Oh, Coil Ray. Definitely new music there, guys. So this is the REZ RIDE coming to you live on KWTN 100.9 FM. And like I said, I didn't know whether to pick her song or the Teddy Swim song.
I like the Teddy Swim song better.
You liked it a little bit better there?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the REZ RIDE coming to you live on KWTN 100.9 FM.
Just me.
No worries. And that's what we want. We want you guys' opinions. Sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't, but it's new sensation because too many times, we get stuck in a vibe, stuck in a groove, and we don't listen to new songs. And so I always try to throw out a few things that people haven't heard before.
Yeah.
And so that was the point of that.
I think it's the maturity thing to kick him to the curb, he can't come back. Because there ain't nobody that's my age that talks like that.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I'm old, yeah.
Maybe we'll have to see.
Maybe your guy's age.
Kick him to the curb. Okay, so our top 5 topic of the day is all things Prince, and so we were doing 5, 4, 3, and we are up to number 2. Are you ready for number 2 or not?
Yes.
Delight was writing, so.
Okay, so Besame, lead us off.
All right, so I'm going to go into this one. It's at my number 2. I'm going to go with a song this time.
Okay.
I Want to Be Your Lover. It's one of my favorite songs by him.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's all things Prince. So I want to be your...
Yes.
And of course, the famous line.
I love that song too.
I love the way it starts because they made memes by it. I ain't got no money.
Well, kick him to the curb. Can't come back.
It's gonna get stuck in your ear. Yes. So
New earworm.
yeah, definitely that song. Yes, I want to be your lover. Yes, want to be your lover. Love it. Okay, who is next?
Oh.
I like his sense of humor.
Okay.
It goes back to the Chappelle show again, but I mean he had other things too. But he used Dave Chappelle dressed up as Prince,
right,
for one of his songs. Like a single, I think it was. I had it pulled up here.
Oh.
It was for Breakfast Can Wait, and he used Dave Chappelle holding a plate of pancakes as the cover. And Dave Chappelle had said, what am I gonna do? I was dressed up as him. I was making fun of him. What am I gonna do to him?
Be butthurt.
Yeah.
It's like, so Prince. Yes, definitely a good sport, and he could dish it out too, and he could take it as well. So all right, good one. So do you have a number 2?
I just have to go with the song because my mind isn't in it. But I would say that besides I Want to Be a Lover, I would have to go with Diamonds and Pearls.
Okay, why do you like that song?
I don't know, it's just sexy.
Okay.
That's what I think about. Because you think of having diamonds and pearls, they just kind of make you as a girl feel girly. I don't know.
Lovely.
Diamonds and
Lovely.
pearls, yes. of course, Diamonds and Pearls was Prince and the New Power Generation, so he had moved away from the Revolution.
Yes.
And so a brand new group of artists were basically accompanying him in everything that he did, and so.
Yeah, he did it had a different sound to it in the background
from what he usually had.
Yeah. And that was part of the reason why he did it. Of course, there were many other aspects to it, and there was no hatred, there was no shame.
Yeah.
It's just that he knew it was time to move on. Plus, he did his solo work as well. Prince's Sign of the Times is him. There are no other artists for the most part.
Yes.
So, but at the same time, the one thing that I always like to say about that song specifically is when he said it publicly that he would never perform that song with anyone but Rosie Gaines. And so Rosie Gaines is the female who's singing along with him. And he held true to that because he said, no one will ever sing it like her. I don't want even to hear it coming from someone else's voice. And to that point, he did it.
Man, I always sing it real loud too.
Well, and then she's on a few of the other of his songs, isn't she?
Oh, yeah. Well, she was part of the New Power Generation.
Yeah.
So, Rosie Gaines.
Yeah, she does have a beautiful voice.
Yeah, she was never, ever going to do the song with him. And so when you said that, and then you made me think of that line, but change it, what Delight always says, I love you, Prince.
I love you, Ike. Go ahead, sing it.
No. No.
I know you love me, babe.
But you never tell me so. Something. Whatever.
No, it's I live across from
oh my God.
jukebox, baby.
Oh, when that 1-6.
Yes,
Oh, I could do that part easily.
Washington girl, yes. I live across the street from the jukebox, baby.
All night long they play the blues.
And she has absolutely no rhythm, no rhyme, nothing. It's like, oh my gosh, whatever. I love you, Ike.
Throwing her out.
Oh my gosh, man. Hey, she was there. She was grooving. Okay, so my number 2 is part of what he got into, of course, with his career, which you guys are very, very much aware of, is that he was basically put into a position as what he called himself a slave for his record company and everybody else that was involved with the executive management, etc. He even wrote it on his face when he appeared on award shows, etc. But there was one speech in particular that I believe it was the American Music Awards where he actually just blew him up. So he received the award, and when he was on stage, instead of basically going through the blah, blah, blah thank yous like most other artists did, he basically, because all the people were in the audience, and he said, these people are taking advantage of you, and just went from that point forward. And it was amazing if you ever get to watch it, because it is still out on social media. But of course, he was very alive, very woke, even before woke was a term. And that speech that he gave to the crowd that day, because you could see some of them were afraid to clap, some of them were afraid to applaud, but they knew what he was speaking was the truth. So his speech to the American Music Awards regarding how he was treated, see that, by the record company.
I remember that. I was
that
so
too.
young.
And a lot of people didn't understand because they think, oh, you guys are rich and this and
There's
that.
fierce eyeliner on too.
His wings.
I know.
Yeah, but definitely one of the looks. But if you have a chance to view that video, definitely look it up, because you can see some of the executives in the audience, they actually look mad, they actually look pissed. And then some of the other artists are kind of standing there like, I can't cheer even though you're telling the truth. Yeah, it's like, because they knew it, you guys are basically slaves for these people, and you guys are the ones that are creating everything. And so, yeah, one of those things. So that was my number 2,
like
guys.
Britney?
Yes, Britney. Leave Britney alone. Oh, not quite. So, okay, so this next song that we're going to jump into, this is a mashup. It is between Kate Bush and Ashanti and another artist that does remixes. His name is Sick Kick. This is Foolishly Running Up That Hill. KWTN 100.9 FM. Turn it up because it's a good jam, guys. That is the Sick Kick remix of Foolishly Running Up That Hill, where he mashes up Kate Bush, Running Up the Hill, and Ashanti, Keep Running Back to You. Remember those songs?
Yes.
What'd you think of that mix?
I like it.
Yeah, nice little vibe there, right? Good one, good one, good one. Okay, guys, this is the REZ Ride coming to you live on KWTN 100.9 FM, and we are still cruising along, listening to as many songs as we can, and we're throwing Prince out there as well because we're getting back to that show that we didn't get to do, but happening in and around Winnebago, guys. Of course, we talked about it earlier. Winnebago celebrated its 32nd anniversary last week, so happy birthday to them. 32 years, all that kind of thing, and of course, the Winnebago tribe is, of course, getting involved in the Class 3 realm, so definitely be looking at that because there's going to be a lot of activity and a lot of news that we're going to be covering here on the radio station, etc. And so that activity continues to move forward. And then also don't forget, inside each of the Winnebago Indian News and also on our social media, the 158th annual homecoming celebration is approaching. As of the last print date, which was last Saturday, it is 88 days away.
Dang.
When you think about it that way, it's like, wow, 88 days till powwow.
What did that post say? 6 more tribal
Yeah,
paydays?
6 more tribal paydays. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so as what we like to do always at this time is to get into a little bit of Did You Know and a little bit of weirdness. We have some time to burn, okay? So, did you know that Joan of Arc, many people believe that she was burned at the stake for being a witch, etc. She was not. The thing she was actually charged with was wearing men's clothes. That is the crime that she was actually charged with.
I heard that before.
Okay.
Or did you tell me that?
Maybe. We talk about a lot of stuff. But anyway, Joan of Arc was not burned for being a witch.
Is that when he told me I had to wear my skirt? No.
While you're cooking his dinner?
Oh my God, cooking my mushrooms. Okay. Did you know that early pillows were actually made of stone? It was not until the fabric and textile revolution came forward that pillows began to be made of fabrics and textiles. People would rest their heads on stones. And you see this also in many ancient cultures.
Yeah.
So.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah. Did you ever see the geishas?
Yes, I did.
And it was a similar thing, that kind of that Y shaped, so their hair and their face wouldn't get messed up and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just thinking like, here's your stone. You're just putting your head on it.
Well, probably so that you wasn't just laying.
Yeah,
laying
in the
down.
dirt.
Yeah. So talk about kind of a defeated effort in the next one. The first British satellite put into orbit on April 26, 1962 was called Ariel 1.
Okay.
Now, while it was orbiting and while they were testing it, of course, and these are the dawn and the early days, because you remember Sputnik and the race to the moon and all that kind of stuff. Ariel 1, which was, of course, the British satellite, was actually destroyed just a few days, if not even a week later, when the U.S. was testing nuclear activity. So they basically blew it out of the sky.
Oh my gosh.
Not intentionally, though.
Yes, not knowing, and of course, but yeah, so the dawn and the early days of the space race, the British satellite was destroyed by the United States.
Whoops.
Yeah, my bad.
Write them a note.
I know. Right? Oh my gosh. Okay. Did you know that Bonnie and Clyde both limped?
No.
Yes, I did.
Did you?
I did not.
I did not.
Yes. So when he was in prison, he cut off a few of his toes, or they were cut off, and so that obviously impacted the way that he walked. And she was in a rather severe car crash, which impacted one of her hips and legs. So both of them walked with a limp.
I just recently was reading on Bonnie and Clyde on some
really?
of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's so. Okay. So this one is kind of like a, I don't know, makes you think about stuff.
Makes you go,
Yes, the Phoenicians, who are credited with literally being the inventors of the written alphabet. Of course, now they had additional characters, but what we use today came off of what they used.
Okay.
The Phoenicians only used papyrus. And of course, papyrus dissolved and it was basically ruined over time. So 90% of what they wrote down is lost.
Wow.
Imagine what you would be able to find if they used a different substance other than papyrus. The people who invented the written language. Nice.
Wow.
Yep. So of course, then zooming forward, did you know that the Hindenburg disaster was caused by static electricity?
The Hindenburg.
The Hindenburg is...
Oh, that was that thing that was...
Yes, the 1920s or 30s. It was the giant blimp that basically blew up in the sky. Yes.
Okay.
I don't think I ever knew that.
I didn't know that, but I bet you Rocco did.
Yes, and so it was because it was actually caused by the release of static electricity, which ignited the gas in the blimp and basically...
So it released itself.
Yes.
I mean, the Hindenburg itself released the static electricity by which blew itself up.
Something like that happened, yeah.
Mm.
I think it was also the way that
let off some gas and blew itself up.
The fuselage was also not, and these were early days of aviation. People
well,
didn't know
I mean, it
about
wouldn't
certain
take
things.
much, because I know they have to let off the exhaust, but
Yes.
then a small spark, makes sense.
Yes, and so did you also know that the first reality TV show was in 1973? Yes, it was a PBS miniseries basically following the lives of the Louds, L-O-U-D-S. They were a California family, and they were going through, this is 1973, so it's a very different time. They were going through divorce and had an openly gay son, which was extremely rare at the time. 1973.
I never heard
It
that.
was
I
called
never did either.
The Family, and it was the Louds.
I always thought it was the real world.
No, it was Road Rules. No. So, okay. Did you know that the Apollo missions, which were the missions that went to the moon, actually raised the temperature of the moon 1 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit?
I heard that.
Yes, and the reason why it was is because when the landers landed on the moon, they disturbed the dust, which created basically a greenhouse effect, raising the temperature of the moon.
I learned that from Al.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So also, did you know that Frank Sinatra kept dimes in his pocket? Yes. So his son was kidnapped, and the kidnappers basically informed him that he could only get a hold of them via payphones. And of course, back at the time, they used dimes. So he constantly carried dimes in his pocket, and he was even buried with some.
So he never got his kid back then.
I believe he did.
Oh.
So we'll have to look into that part of it, yeah. So, and then what else is there?
Who knows?
Yes. Did you know that the stethoscope was invented by a French doctor who was embarrassed to press his ear to a woman's breast?
Who?
Well, that's one of the things, guys. Prior to the stethoscope, doctors would actually press their ears to, the chest or whatever of the individual. And this doctor, he was embarrassed by pressing his ear against the breast of a woman. And so he invented the stethoscope.
Crazy.
So basically, he could use his hand instead? Yes, and did you know that the first text was sent on December 3rd, 1992? What was it?
Can you hear me now?
No.
It was Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the first text message. And then also, did you know, this is kind of one of those moments, that it was a movie that revived the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan. Yes.
Did know that.
Back in the Civil War, U.S. General Grant, who then became president, actually eradicated the racist organization. They were gone. But a movie in 1915 called Birth of a Nation, which described the activity of that group, returned it back to national prominence, and a Georgia pastor basically revived the organization after watching the movie.
I did know that because Rocco likes everything, any American war,
Really?
British war, and so he just told me that like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot of strange stuff, with that just weirdness. So what is that one supposed to be?
Maybe
Real quick,
Hino should tell her man to listen to this.
Real quick, I wanted to double back. He did get his son returned unharmed.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
that's what I thought, so I wasn't exactly sure. Okay, guys, we have to do our number one with the few minutes that we have left.
Oh,
so
okay.
the best thing that we have about Prince, all and anything Prince, who wants to go first?
I will go first.
Go ahead.
Okay. Or did you want to go first? Okay. So I was sitting there thinking, when Purple Rain came out, we had the movie and we got a copy of the movie on our first VHS. So we had that, and I think we had like 3 movies. But JP was a little baby then, and him and Dewey were real tiny. And when that part would come up, he'd grab Dewey and he'd pull him up to the TV, and then when he was standing up there talking, and then when Prince says, "Oh, I forgot the line," something about put your hand up. So what's he say? Can you hear me now? And then he puts his 2 fingers up. JP and Dewey were real little bitty guys, but they would always stand there, be going back and forth, and he'd hug him.
I think it was people, if you know what I'm talking about, raise your hands.
Yeah. And so then they would just, and they always knew when that part was going to come on, and then they would go and, because when you had the VCR and all of that, then you only had a few movies, but you played them over and over and over. But that's how it was then. And then the other one we had was Star Trek, the Wrath of Khan.
Okay.
Classic.
Yeah, very, very good. Nice. Okay, number 1.
I'll go next. Okay, so I'm going to go with another song. So I really appreciated today's episode. You all are very knowledgeable with Prince, and I just was here, and gosh, I was just happy to be here. No, but I'm going to go with Purple Rain, just because it's a classic.
Yes, definitely.
That's the movie.
The movie or the song?
All of it.
Both.
All of it.
The color purple, all of it.
Okay.
The color purple.
That's a whole different episode.
He wasn't in that. That was Oprah.
That was Danny Glover.
Although I do have to say, if it was remade, Prince would probably play the role of Mr.'s dad.
Oh my God!
Because could you see him? Because his dad was kind of that little guy, and then could you see Prince showing up in a suit and tie? It's like, and I hear she's got that nasty woman's disease.
Oh my God!
She got legs like baseball bats. Yeah, Sugar Avery done send the population of the county a new high.
We're moving on to Prince. We were talking about Prince.
Yes, sorry. Okay, so number 1.
All right, my number 1 is his Super Bowl performance. It's the best performance for me out of all the Super Bowl performances.
I agree.
I mean, obviously the rain added that extra effect, but just his voice and his ability to play on and keep going. And
isn't it crazy that just happened that way?
Yeah, it is. It really is. I mean, the way they were kicking around, and like they said, his dancers had those big heels on, and they were still going. And I mean, you couldn't ask for a better thing if you were in the crowd.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the rain was so amazing. It really was amazing. And that's one of those kind of things. So good one. So my number 1 is actually going to be his music in general. I'm going to say it that way, guys, simply because without it, I don't think we would have known very much about him. And that's where he lives. Of course, he was an actor. He was a designer. He was so many other things. But it's the music in general. And of course, my favorite album is going to be, of course, Sign of the Times, but there are so many others. And so I want to thank you guys for joining us here on the REZ RIDE KWTN 100.9 FM. And our deep cut today that we're going to go out with is the one that you hear in the background. This is Prince's Let's Pretend We're Married, and we'll play as much of it as we can because he starts talking to Marsha, and we can't play those parts on the radio. So I want to thank you guys for joining us. And until next time, we'll see you later. Thank you guys. Turn it up.
Let me out.
Cool.
Drop me off.
Funny, but it seems that you're alone like me.
Right voice. KWTN 100.9 FM. Allen, Nebraska. The official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe.